up, everyone? I'm going to show you basically everything you need to know about logic. We're not going to do something crazy like this little contraption here. Anything like this. Just stuff for dummies, like me. And when I say that, I was like, this is like logic for dummies because a lot of my stuff, I know there's going to be people in the comments nitpicking the stuff I do. Oh, you can use this for on different logic stuff, but it's how my brain works, and so this is just a simple. So if you're trying to make an unloader or loader, or just if you want to do anything simple with logic, I'm about to show you how to do it. I'm going over to the logic store as we speak, but a lot of people can get confused, and sometimes you don't need everything in the logic store unless you're trying to build something advanced. I would go, there's videos out there. I don't know if you'll have to type in Oaklands. There's a guy that made a video on like the advanced stuff on logic, which is super awesome. If you want more advanced stuff, go check him out. I probably should have got that already ready in this video, but you know, your boy. So what we'll do is get pressure pad, button, switch. This is our power activators. Slider is, I mean, you don't really need a slider for most stuff. And that could be controversial. So we could do a collider, which a lot of people are wondering about the collider, how to get stuff to go where you can walk through it. We could do a laser, red laser. And then where is the interactor? Because interactor is pretty important stuff you'll need. We can run around, and we want to do some. We'll get some of these. We'll get quite a few of them just so we can test with them, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. And my favorite, one of my favorites, AND gate. I love using AND gate for most stuff. I don't really mess with anything else. I'll use the AND gates. Those are okay. Relays, no. And we're gonna keep it simple. Tether blocker. Music, no. Yeah. Yep. And then we'll just use those. Yeah, we'll use those. So I got all my logic stuff. Put it on the shelf. We'll get it all purchased. And I gotta make sure we did get everything purchased. Yes, we did. We'll put that in the truck. And we'll be at the base soon. Also, this reminds you guys to join the Discord in the description. Buy the merch if you want to join the live streams. Usually it's a merch only live stream or members only. So if you want to hit subscribe, that'll be awesome. If you love Oaklands and different tutorials like that, I have a lot of those for you guys. Man, look at that. Look at that blue. Okay, so now we're at the bees. And we're going to do some simple logic stuff. So now that you have your little tools, and I'm basically giving you just ideas and then how the simple stuff works. So of course, let's set up a little table so we can actually get stuff going. Okay. This will be our table, and we'll put some flame slate in it. Beautiful, beautiful. Why won't that work? I don't know. What is going on? Okay. Anyways, one must be forged, one must be refined. We can put this in the light over here. Let's get this propped up. Okay, so with a switch, or with a, let's say with a button. We'll put a button, and then we'll put a switch. We'll get our little LCDs. And you can also with the LCDs, you can move them around, stretch them out. But you'll have to, if it's 4, I'll show the difference. Okay, so now we have our LCDs. With a button, you're gonna get your wire. This is, and a lot of people will message, man, how do you create, where you buy the wire? The wire actually comes from the, like a component, yeah, component. itself. So you'll actually create it from here, and if you have the cool little thingy, you can change the colors of them, but you want to get the cool pack or whatever. So we'll just do a white wire, and then I'll connect this, and this will actually lock in there. Hit E, you'll finish. Boom, just like that. And then we'll do the same with this, and we'll place it in there. And so, difference between the button, of course, you go 1, 2. Or maybe I could have got a sustainer, like a signal sustainer. The sustainer will actually make the signal longer. And if you put a sustainer right here and have this go to the sustainer and then into the LED, it'll make this signal longer. So if you're wanting a little flash signal, a button's where it's at. You just want a little button, perfect. And also when it comes to the pressure plate, if you're wanting something, I think you can actually shrink this down a little bit. If you're wanting something to land on it and create a signal, that's awesome too. And then that'll be like, you know, look, I'll get on it. Boom, it gives a signal when I get off of it. And then switch if you want it just on or off. Like maintain that signal the whole time. Super awesome. That's your basics for the signals. If you're trying to do something a little bit crazier, so we'll go, well, first of all, I'll show you guys AND gate. An AND gate will work where you want 2 signals powered in here with the same strength or whatever of like on. So per se we did the pressure plate and in the switch. We'll have to squeeze in here, create wire like that, right? And then we'll have this actually go to this corner. It's to this corner. So you see how I'm on the pressure plate? This one that's actually hooked up to that. I would actually, so I'm on the pressure plate, I would actually have to activate this to get that going. But if I'm off the pressure plate, no signal to that. So it takes 2 signals on to create an on signal. And you can make a lot of cool stuff with this, like if you're wanting to make some kind of truck thing with some lasers, if you have some lasers going, like per se this was your laser. Yeah, it spawned the truck in. You had some lasers going, you wanted to detect the truck and detect on, or per se you wanted it fills up and then you want it to where it detects that it's filled up from this area, this area, this area on your truck. You want to use your little AND gates, hook them up, and then you'll have it to where maybe it pushes them along to go to the next one to fill the next one up so it doesn't overload this one. That's a little cool idea you could do too with AND gates. I forgot to get the signal sustainer, so I apologize for that, for real. And then, so this is another little thing. A lot of people are, man, how do you make a thing where you can phase through a wall? And perfect, we got a little brick wall. So what you want to do is you want to get is what is called a collider. And then same with the signals. You want to make sure whatever it's going into, you want to make sure it's going into that material that you want to be phased through. Hook that up to your switch. It is called a collider, is what where you can go through materials. And then if you turn the switch off, of course, it's a wall again. And then the interactor looks just like the collider, but the interactor is a little different. So you're probably like, oh, man, I want to make something where I can spawn my cars in. If you get a switch, you can't just wire a switch onto the pad. You can't just be like, oh, I got my little wire, why can't I just put it right there? And why? And people be like, man, why can't I stop? Why won't it finish? It doesn't work like that. You have to have an interactor when it comes to either spawn pads or anything like crates, doors, anything interactable really. Like per se, we have the little switch going in there, and we'll, yep, spawns it in. And you can use a button, of course, which would probably be easier than a switch, so you don't have to turn off and then turn back on to spawn it in. So, oh yeah, there's been no music, so maybe I'll add music to this. I don't know. No, I have no music on because the Oakland's music is kind of driving me crazy. Okay, and then that'll about do it for the simple stuff. So if you guys learned anything, or if you already knew that, you probably already ready for the advanced stuff, like the crazy stuff. Yeah, and another thing I'll go over with the interactor, that's when you can put it on these cool little filter conveyors that you can find in that place that we're just in the corner. You can find filter conveyors. You make cool little setups. I can't wait to see what you guys make. Hopefully this is not just a dumb video. There's some people out there that are struggling with the logic. Just know, if you guys just go by that, you'll at least get some logic done, and hopefully it's not too much of a struggle. And then also remember, you can create multiple wires out of a thing. And if you want to get rid of the wires, do that. Okay, I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you. Subscribe, hit the notification bell if you want to get notified. Just a little help. Just a little help will do. If I'm wrong, wrong about something, say it in the comments. It's fine. All right. Oh, man, I was gonna do my outro, but I think I have to do it manually. So peace out. Bye.